In our daily lives, we see a lot of crime cases. Some of these cases grab our attention. It might surprise us, making us wonder whether such things could actually happen. In most cases, girls are the victims. When you think about the punishment in favor of women, some people are unsatisfied. However, on the other hand, the same law provides safety for most people, especially women who are victims of brutal acts. It also ensures favorable judgments regarding their basic rights. There are strong laws in favor of women, which cannot be criticized. But these favorable laws are sometimes misused, and some women may seek profit from them. However, behind all of this, many men end up losing their lives. For example, when a woman dies, it's often spoken of as a major tragedy. But if a man struggles and dies, it's not given as much importance. This, however, isn't always the case. Recently, in Bangalore, a man, unable to bear the torture inflicted upon him by his wife through the law, committed suicide. Before he died, he documented his reasons for choosing to end his life. He even recorded an 81-minute video, which went viral and became sensational news. The reason for his decision shocked many people. Though some people became aware of this situation, most of society doesn't know about it. This is because, when we look at divorce cases in court, we see how many lies are told. If you ask a lawyer, you'll learn how women often accuse men falsely. So, what was the reason for his decision? There's an incident in Bangalore, and many people on YouTube and Instagram have tagged me, asking why justice for men is rarely taken seriously, even when they are affected. Many women urge me to speak out about this. This is to make you aware that such things are happening in our society. We'll decode a recent case in today's video. Let's dive into today's video. 34-year-old Adel Subhash, originally from Bihar but living in Bangalore, worked as a senior executive software engineer in a private company. With a decent salary and a loving family, he lived happily. In 2019, he married a girl named Nikita Singhania. They had a son, and their married life was going normally at first. But as time passed, problems began to arise in their lives. Even for a small function at home, Nikita and her mother would buy expensive dresses and spend money recklessly. They spent money like it was water. Many say that the destruction of families often starts because of the girl's mother, and this is a sentiment shared by many. Because if we leave the husband and wife to solve their problems, they will definitely live well. Adel also did everything they asked. Also, whenever his parents came home, Nikita wouldn't respect them. But Adel loved Nikita very much, and the days passed. It was 2020, and since it was Corona time, Nikita was at home without any work. Not only that, she was busy watching movies while Adel worked from home and at the same time looked after all the household chores. Since Nikita was affected by Corona, Adel looked after her with great care. He even went out and bought her medicines, but she was adamant that she wouldn't take them. From this, problems started between them. A few days later, she took her child and went to her mother's house. That day was the last day Adel saw his son. At first, they lived separately for 8 months. After that, they decided to separate permanently and applied for a divorce. Divorce seemed like the solution to all their problems. Everyone thinks of it to move on and focus on their own work. Adel also thought the same, but sadly, because of the divorce, his life turned upside down. Not only did Nikita ask for a lot of alimony, but she also falsely accused him of many things and filed cases against him, such as dowry torture, domestic violence, even unnatural sex, and a murder case. In total, 9 cases were filed. If you ask who Adel supposedly tried to murder, the case was that he killed Nikita's father. In 2022, Nikita's father died, but the cause was a heart attack and diabetes, as he had heart problems for years. However, Nikita claimed that Adel tortured her by demanding 10 lakh rupees, and because of this depression, her father suffered a heart attack. She filed a case, accusing Adel of indirectly killing her father. In the later investigation, it was proven that Adel had done nothing wrong. But not only did they file dowry cases against Adel, but also against his brother and parents. In the midst of all this, Adel was paying her an alimony of 40,000 rupees every month. But Nikita demanded 2 lakh rupees every month. Since all these cases were filed in Uttar Pradesh, Jaunpur, Adel said that he had at least traveled 40 times to Jaunpur from Bangalore. Not only did she make him travel 1,800 kilometers for these 40 trips, but whenever he was happy that one case was finished, she would file another fake case against him. She continuously filed fake cases, torturing him both physically and mentally. She also tortured him for more money. In 120 hearings, he gave her lakhs of rupees whenever she asked. But at one stage, he was devastated and wondered why he should keep earning, because his enemies were getting stronger with his hard-earned money. At the same time, that money was giving him a hard time. So he thought that if he kept earning, it would continue like a vicious cycle. He decided to put a full stop to it. All the money he was giving wasn't just going to Nikita. His son was also receiving a share. However, Adel was not satisfied because he believed Nikita wouldn't use the money for their son's future. Instead, the money he gave for his son was being used to file fake cases against him. Yes, the money he gave was going to the lawyers for the case against him. And other than that, for buying luxury houses for 1 crore. And for making luxury expenses, Nikita is asking for huge amounts of money. This plan was created by Nikita and her mother. When Adel asked to see his son, who was in Nikita's custody, she demanded 30 lakh rupees. Even at that time, her intention was money. Finally, in the name of settlement, Nikita and her family asked for 1 crore. After that, they asked for up to 3 crores. How could he arrange this much money? Is there no end to it? He was devastated, thinking he should go to court till the end. Once, he said in court, "Because of these types of fake cases, most men commit suicide," he said. To which Nikita replied, "Then why are you still alive?" Hearing this, Judge Rita Kaushik laughed. After that, the judge asked Nikita to leave. She told him that if he gave her 5 lakh, she would make the judgment favorable to him. It is said that she asked money from Adel. We didn't say this. Adel himself said it. In fact, this incident made him lose hope in the law and made him decide to commit suicide, he said. But here, I must mention another incident. Last August, a woman from Karnataka in a similar divorce case asked her husband for an alimony of 13,000 rupees monthly. Hearing this demand, the judge was shocked and asked why she needed that much money. If she needed it, she was told to go and earn it herself. The judge criticized her idiotic demand. This statement was made by Karnataka High Court's Honorable Judge Lalitha. So, we cannot assume all judges are like Rita Kaushik. There are some judges who have a conscience, since everyone, including the judge, looked at him like an ATM. Thinking about his death, Adel said, "Happily, this ATM is closed." He also prepared a 24-page document, tagged Elon Musk and Donald Trump on X, and posted it on LinkedIn. After putting up the post, he mentioned that he wouldn't be alive when everyone saw it, since he was in a WhatsApp and Go group. Before he died, he sent the document and video in an email to that group. Not only to that group, but also to his brother and some others. He sent it around 1 a.m. The message he sent at around 1 a.m. was seen by a person from that Endo group. On December 9th, around 6 a.m. Seeing it, he was shocked and informed the police. The police went to Adel's house in Bangalore. And there, Abdul was found hanging to death in his house. They saw a board with the words, "Justice and Due." After that, it was informed to his parents. His parents, who came there, started crying after seeing his dead body. Adel's family knew he had many problems, but none of them expected him to make this decision. This news became sensational, and the hashtag #JusticeForAtol went viral. Much like the hashtag demanding justice for violence against men, they made the hashtag #MenToo trending. And Nikita worked at Accenture, a very big MNC company. So obviously, she was earning well, even though that greedy ghost was after money. Look how an innocent life was lost. Many people who were angry at Nikita demanded that she be fired from her job within 24 hours. They tagged Accenture's official page and tweeted about it. In response, the company locked the account. Adel said a lot of things in that video about what should be done after his death. And the first thing is, his wife should not see his body, and transfer this case from Uttar Pradesh to Karnataka. And the court investigation should be made live. And his son must be in the custody of his parents. And to create sympathy, She will bring his son to the court often. And it shouldn't happen. He also said some more things. And until these demands are met, his ashes shouldn't be dissolved in the Ganges River. In case his demands are not met, he asked to put his ashes in the drainage in front of the court. And he mentioned that his son should read this letter in 2038. He wrote a letter for his son, Adel, who mentioned his son in another place. When I saw you for the first time, I thought I should give my life to you. But now the reason for my death is you. That is, Nikita threatened him mostly with his son. And that is one of the reasons for his death. That's what Adel said with emotions. Like this, Nikita separated a son from his father and him from his parents. She said that she will allow him to see his son if he gives her some amount. Like a villain who kidnaps a kid in a movie, Nikita threatened Adel. All this torture happened to him. And how the law is only biased towards one person. Also, how all the laws were misused. And how many men are affected by this. Not only he struggled with his wife, but how he was put in a situation to fight with the law. Adel, who was the voice of most men who had lost hope in the law. But now he is not here with us. Even if thousands of criminals escape, not even one innocent should be punished. But in Adel's case, he said that the law is one of the reasons for his death. Also, Adel didn't take this decision because of depression or being mentally disturbed. The reason is dissatisfaction, and he took this decision in full consciousness. A lot of people who keenly watched this video said on social media, fake dowry cases, also Eve teasing, and fake rape cases like this because of some fake cases from parents. How many innocent men are affected? After that, what happens to your life? Actually, there is a short film directed by Atlee in which Kevin acted. Kevin will be working as a taxi driver, and it will be clearly shown how a woman uses the law favorably towards her. It is also clearly shown how a man is affected by this in his life. The short film link is in the description and pinned comment. Check it out. Recently, in Coimbatore, a school teacher drank and misbehaved with a student. So they suspended him. But it's not true. And to cancel the case as he hasn't done anything wrong. 50 students from the same school were involved in a protest. Will he get the same respect as before? And he might also take a bad decision because of this. So, in which list should we add all this? And women are the most pitiful ones. At the same time, when one group is saying this, there are many laws favorable to women. And there are some demonic women who misuse these laws. This is the proof. There is a woman I know who has the same character. Her husband is a very good man, but if he didn't listen to her or spoke against her, she threatened to file a dowry torture case on him and his family. Without knowing what to do, he is living without any choice. As it is said that women are a symbol of love. Opposite to that, they can show extreme evilness. I didn't say everyone. I am talking about these types of women. Because a lot of women asked me to put about this case. They are all angels, so the law is favorable to women. Both women and their parents. Should only be used if something happens. Now, Adel's brother, Nikita, her mother Nisha, and her brother Anurag and her uncle Sushil. All of them were charged under Section 108 for triggering Adel to die. And 5 under Section 3, which means more than one person, is plotting against a person. Cases were filed under these 2 sections. So, my dear SDI, South Dakota investigators, what do you think about this? Comment your opinions down without forgetting. And the men who are watching this video, if you are affected by women like this, comment down so people can know that these types of things are happening. And comment what case or video you want next. And your best comment will come in the next video. I will meet you in another video. Thank you. Bye.